What's up, guys? Devil Dog Gamer here. Today we're talking about the Squad Kickstarter. Now, if you haven't seen my Squad videos that I've put on here or even heard about Squad, I'll sum up Squad for you as quickly as I can. Squad is a large-scale, squad team-based first-person shooter. Now, what does that mean? If you've ever looked at the mod called Project Reality for Battlefield 2, majority of the guys who worked on Squad worked on that mod at some point in time and have done stuff for it. Now, that mod is solely driven on the whole team-based, squad-level combat in a large-scale area to complete objectives. This is what Squad is. Squad is the exact same thing. You work as multiple squads in a large-scale operation against other players and to control points on the battlefield or control different areas, capture certain areas, find caches, move along, and win the game. It's a focus on team play, coordination, and squad-based tactics in a large, urban environment, wooded environment, wherever. It really mimics the feel of real-world tactics and communication, and that's what Squad is. Squad is just the first real large-scale, teamwork-based first-person shooter that I've ever seen. There have been tons of mods for it. We have tons of mods for Arma 3 that do this kind of thing that we milsim with. There's tons of there's mods for Battlefield 2 that have done the same thing. But this is our first dedicated game to this. The first ever one that's being fully dedicated to this large-scale team-based, PvP. And it's amazing. It's amazing. This is one of these games that I don't want to see fail. I want to see succeed because we need this. We need this as gamers. This is the one thing that we've been missing. There's plenty of Battlefields. There's plenty of Call of Duties. There's plenty of those other generic first-person shooters. This is what we want. Team-based, tactical as hell. And just the amazing that this could be. If you look at Project Reality, this game has the chance to actually become everything Project Reality is and more. This is the chance for us to actually get a fully dedicated large-scale game like this, and there's just so many possibilities. If you look at the Kickstarter and the stretch goal, the Russian forces, all the PR maps, British forces, helicopter with fast rope, these are all planned, but these are stretch goals that will get it realistically there faster and better. This isn't just going to be insurgents versus U.S. forces in some hellhole of a country somewhere else, in the mountains. This is going to expand so much beyond this. This is just a sneak peek, at their development of them just fine-tuning everything, like the realistic ballistics, the simulated damage models, the positional VoIP. I mean, there's just so many things they're tweaking right now, and from that, once the tweaking's down, it's just going to expand into something amazing. Now, I mean, they got armor that's going to be planned. Fixed wing is planned in the future. Rotor wing is planned in the future. So you're going to be seeing like large-scale battles, 50 versus 50 in 100-player servers with, CAS helicopters operating, talking to squad leaders while their squad's on the ground clearing from, compound to compound. This is something that we all need. There are way too many games that are all about I. Way too many games. There are so many of them that you can just go on there and everybody's on their own fucking program. And Squad is the one game to where it's really going to force everybody to get together. Now, to do this commentary, because when you operate in a squad, it's all in-game VoIP. So, I mean, I didn't want to operate and have to commentate over other people talking in the game, because it wouldn't work. So I went alone to do this, to just record this gameplay, and it was absolute hell. All the other times I've played Squad, in a squad with a group that was communicating, we were all working together, it was a blast. But doing it alone was just a soul-crushing experience, getting slaughtered left and right. And that's what I love about this game. You are forced to be a team player. If you do not communicate and move in a team, you will die, you will perish, you will have a bad day. And this is what I love about it. There's so many games out there, just everybody's on their own program and does their own thing. And this is the one game where it's going to bring everybody together, and people aren't going to be afraid to get into squads and talk to people they don't know, and work as a group. This is something that we need. We need the tactical teamwork back into gaming, into FPS gaming. It's too much Call of Duty, too much Battlefield 4, kill streaks, and all this other bullshit. We need this game. Now, they've actually already reached pretty close. They've already racked in a lot of money pretty close in the past few days that it's been up. Honestly, this needs to get funded more. This game needs to get to the $20 million mark, to be honest. It really, really does. They need a lot more funding. If you have any sort of, leftover money, birthday money, $5 in your pocket, whatever, head on over to the Kickstarter. Donate, help them out. We need to get this game rolling. You guys know me. I don't promote games like this, especially Kickstarters. I don't do it. I don't do it at all, ever. This is the one game I've actually felt really deserves this. This game really does. It needs to be allowed to get the chance to allow itself to become what it's meant to be. It really does. And if funding's a problem, it really needs to get solved now, so they can focus on doing everything they can to make one of the best team-based games that we have. And this is the the hope that we get with this game. There are just a lot of really, I mean, you play it. And even though I've played the same map multiple times, it never plays out the same way. There's base building. There's movable respawn points. You can set up your own fob and defend it with HESCO barriers, ladders, bunkers, everything else. And you may have to capture this flag over here, but it dynamically changes because now you have to grab this. You have to take out this fob over here, or you're not going to be able to advance up onto the flag. It becomes dynamic like that. It's not a simple capture and secure. It's dynamic. You have to look at the area around you as it's forever changing with the buildable bases and this movement of squads to realize that you can't just jump flag to flag and fight over the flags. You're going to have to go around and clear everybody out around and then work your way up to there. That's how dynamic it is. And once game modes get added, like caches, where you actually have to find the insurgent caches on the map and destroy them, that's a whole dynamic to there. You don't know where they are, but you can find out where they're defending, and that's how you know. There are just so many really cool things with this game that are just going to be a blast. Like working as a squad, communicating with Cass or a tank, and just it's amazing. If you go into the Kickstarter, some of their backing programs will actually have you get early access before it goes on to Steam Early Access. I would suggest if you really like this game, you want to get your hands on it, try it, go for that. Go for that to where you can get the early access before Steam. It shows it all on there. It's a wealth of knowledge. I have everything on the Kickstarter down in the description below. Definitely check it out. It's definitely worth your time. It's definitely worth your money. This is something I say support. Please support Squad.